Hello and welcome to Beyond the Headlines on Diaspora Digital Media. On today's edition, we bring you the latest headlines shaping the political landscape from within and outside Nigeria. Nigerian Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 poll, Mr. Peter Obi, visits Niger State after a tragic tanker explosion, offering solace and solution in the wake of a heartbreaking disaster. A game-changing decision for Nigeria's education and healthcare sectors promises to reshape access and impact at the grassroots level. And a political legend appeared to unveil a highly anticipated memo that could redefine his legacy. Stay tuned for all the details right here on Beyond the Headlines. The Labour Party presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, has visited Niger State following the devastating petrol tanker explosion that claimed over 100 lives along the Dikko-Maji road in Suleja. The tragedy, which left more than 50 injured and destroyed numerous properties, has shocked the nation. During his visit, Mr. Obi expressed profound sorrow, calling the incident a heartbreaking and preventable loss.
Much as we regret what happened, we have to also look on the way we must care for the poor people in our communities. Because it's why will anybody want to be scoped or be involved when he sees a tanker of fuel? It's poverty.
He toured the site of the explosion, visited the graveyard where around 80 victims were laid to rest, and met the injured survivors receiving treatment in local hospitals. Mr. Obi also met with the Serikin Dikko and members of the traditional council to personally convey his condolences in solidarity with the affected families. He pledged financial support to help rebuild livelihoods and boost micro businesses in the community.
We were born. And these 50 shops are shops of micro businesses. One of them being a milling facility where they have about 90 bags of corn, maize. So it is good that NEMA and all other organizations are giving them relief material of feeding items, but that is not replacing their business. We need to replace their business quickly. If you look at the roads too, the road is bad. And that's why I said we should concentrate on maintaining the existing road. Look at the shoulders. Anybody, anywhere, any vehicle tries to park, look at the steep shoulder, there was none. So whenever there's a small issue, a vehicle will collapse here.
This tragedy underscored the urgent needs for improved safety measures, better infrastructure, and investment in healthcare to prevent similar disaster. Mr. Peter Obi's visit is a reminder of the critical work needed to secure the well-being of all Nigerians. In a significant move aimed at improving access to education and healthcare across the country, the Universal Basic Education Board and Primary Health Center are set to receive direct funding from the federal government accounts. The decision underscored the federal government's commitment to bolstering two critical sectors essential for national development: basic education and primary health care. The Federation Account Allocation Committee, FEC, responsible for distributing revenue among the three tiers of government, disclosed that it has released a total of 860.252 billion for January 2025. The allocation was shared among the federal, state, and local governments, ensuring the necessary resources are available to fund developmental projects and services. Out of the total amount disbursed, 498.498 billion naira was allocated to the state governments, while 361.754 billion went to local governments. The distribution highlights the significant financial support provided to the sub-national government to meet their responsibilities, including paying workers' salaries, funding infrastructure projects, and addressing other pressing needs at the grassroots level. The direct funding of UBEC and PHC is expected to transform the landscape of primary education and healthcare in Nigeria. For UBEC, this means greater resources to enhance infrastructure, providing teaching aids, train educators, and boost enroll rates in public schools. Similarly, PHCs across the country will benefit from improved access to essential funding, enabling them to procure medical supply, upgrade facilities, and deliver better healthcare service to underdeserved communities. Analysts praise this initiative for its transparency, but stress the need for strict oversight to ensure funds are used effectively. Could this be the breakthrough Nigeria's grassroots development needs? Only time will tell. As states and local government gear up to deploy their share of the January allocation, the emphasis will undoubtedly be on ensuring these funds are used judiciously to address the needs of their respective populations. With direct funding for UBEC and PHCs now on the horizon, many Nigerians are hopeful that this marks the beginning of a new era of impactful governance at all levels. Mark your calendar. Former military President Ibrahim Babangida is set to release his much anticipated memoir, A Journey in Service, on February 20th. Beyond politics, the book is also anticipated to shed light on Babangida's personal experiences, offering perspective on the motivations and principles that guide his leadership. For a nation still grappling with the legacies of his policies, this memo may provide a deeper understanding of the decisions that shaped modern Nigeria. Critics and supporters alike are eager to see how Babangida's addressed key moments in Nigeria's history, including his role in shaping the nation's military and political landscape. The autobiography is expected to generate widespread discussion and possibly even rekindle debates on his legacy, which remains a subject of considerable national discourse. The launch at Abuja's Transcorp Hilltop is expected to attract a host of dignitaries, sparking widespread anticipation for what many believe to be a defining narrative. And that's it for today's edition of Beyond the Headlines on Diaspora Digital Media. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest updates. I am Ibrahim Umaruasi. See you next time.